Healthline and CDC have determined that the average student does not get the recommended amount of sleep at night. Did you know that?
And I'm sure that you knew that the average person gets about 7 hours of sleep each night, as you all probably relate to that.
Because I know we do. We are Alana Ravindra
And Hussein Joma.
and we spread awareness teaching our lesson over the importance of sleep to 30 classes.
30?
Yes, 30.
In our Bedford School District, approaching over 1,000 students for our Hosa regional event in which the high school and junior high will be competing in next week.
Teaching students about the importance of sleep is crucial, especially now during the school year.
Going back to the full school day, it is exhausting.
Early mornings, late nights, all that homework.
Extracurriculars, sports, studying, you name it.
We tend to forget the importance sleep plays on our mental and our physical health. The amount of sleep you get determines your personality, your behavior, how you feel, how well you do in school, how you perform.
Your focus, your appearance, and basically everything is linked to how you restore your body through sleep. The feeling of being exhausted, tired, and moody is something no one enjoys. So failing tests and falling asleep in class, all is received by how much sleep you get at night.
Don't we all want improved academic performance, better grades, more energy, happier moods, and just to overall feel better? The importance of this video is to spread awareness over how important it is to get enough sleep at night, to not only the students that we did not get to teach our lesson to,
but also the parents, teachers, and anyone in the Bedford community, because this does not just apply to students. Here we are going to highlight some key components of our lesson.
So let's get to it. First thing to know is sleep is actually considered the most important factor to your overall health.
It is just as important as eating healthy and exercising.
So why do we need enough sleep?
Well, there are actually 4 main reasons.
1, your brain can function better and healthier.
Secondly, it allows us to live a better quality of life in which we all want.
Third, it allows the body to restore its chemical balance and reduces the risk of serious health conditions.
Lastly, it supplies us with the ability to be ready, refreshed, and recharged. Kids between the ages of 6 and 12 need 9 to 12 hours of sleep every night.
And kids between the ages of 13 and 19 need 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night. Now what about the adults?
It is recommended that adults get at least 7 hours of sleep per night.
However, most teens and preteens only get an estimated amount of 6 to 7 hours of sleep,
which is about 2 to 3 hours off the average recommended amount.
More than half of the students that we taught admitted that they get far less than the amount that they should be getting.
Of course, some of us may think that our bodies can function properly off a little bit of sleep. However, this can become extremely detrimental for our health.
With getting proper amounts of sleep at night, there are many benefits. You will have better brain functions as we're able to focus and concentrate more because your brain won't feel as tired.
You also have an improved calorie regulation as hormones in our appetite are triggered, and this means that the food you eat is digested properly.
We have more energy, coordination, and speed.
So maybe if you're an athlete, sleep is more essential to getting better results. We are at a less risk of getting heart disease when we sleep because our hearts aren't working as much.
And being awake and tired all the time, our heart starts struggling and isn't getting the proper amount of rest it needs.
So make sure you guys give your hearts a break.
And we also have a stronger immune system as our body is able to function properly to recover from illnesses and fight off infections.
And you recover from illnesses much faster. Being sleep deprived and tired affects us as we become moodier, we can develop type 2 diabetes, and we can gain more weight as the brain neurons don't tell us when we're actually full.
You can deal with memory loss as your brain is constantly tired, high blood pressure as your heart is constantly working, lack of thinking and concentration skills, and the collagen in your skin is broken.
How can you tell if you aren't getting enough sleep?
Well, this is pretty self-explanatory, but you can notice this if you are...
You have difficulty making decisions and solving problems, and you can also doze off and fall asleep at school, work, or sitting at home.
You make mistakes and take longer than normal to complete certain tasks, have trouble controlling your emotions, you can't focus, and you have difficulty remembering or learning things.
It's good to set strategies for getting a good night's sleep because...
well, it allows the body to function properly and ensure you'll get a better night's rest. To do this, you should stick to a set bedtime routine for each night and also adjust to comfortable temperature settings so you won't wake up and get restless at night.
You also want to eliminate bright lights as they stimulate our brains to think it's daytimes. You also want to get rid of any distractions and the environment that'll help you sleep better.
You should meditate to release any stress or anxiety, have comfortable beddings, and eliminate all electronics as this will keep the brain awake at night.
You want to be physically active during the day so you're more tired at night. Limit long naps during the day, and avoid caffeine at least 6 hours before bed.
Insomnia is the world's most common disorder, and this is when it's difficult to fall asleep.
It's either hard for you to fall asleep or stay asleep because your brain is up at night with distractions.
And stress is what keeps the mind active, along with the deep thoughts that will keep your brain restless.
However, you will eventually become exhausted and tired out.
Sleep deprivation makes it hard for our brain cells to communicate effectively and leads to mental errors, which affects our memory and visual perceptions.
Our brain cells feel tired and our neurons communicate by sending signals with everything we do. So if we're up and active, our neurons are up and active. However, when we are tired, our neurons are feeling tired and sluggish.
Learning all about the significance of sleep is important, especially for students, as being in school affects our sleeping habits.
The amount of sleep you get affects your physical and mental health, and it also affects our performance in school, life, how we feel, and everything we do on a day-to-day basis.
We are here to remind you, the Bedford community, in this PSA to make sleep a priority and emphasize the importance it plays in our overall health and well-being.
Take our advice and learn about the importance of sleep, as it is your #1 best friend.
We promise you will feel so much better.